Fantastic. Hope you guys are excited because we are super excited for you. Before we get into the presentation, I want to give you a little bit of a background. I'm not going to go into extensive detail. We're not going to go into what we've done the last 20 years, but I want to let you know that sometimes when you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Does that make sense? I'm saying that because Amanda and I were invited to Russell Brunson's Inner Circle. Now, if you know what Inner Circle means, that means you get to work closely with ClickFunnels, the team, Russell Brunson directly. And Russell Brunson, if I were to hire him directly, which I can't afford, but if Russell goes into a company, he's going to charge you $1 million. He's going to charge you $1 million to analyze what you're doing, help you get better results for you and your clients. Well, the Inner Circle is going to be the closest thing to that. And we were invited and we had to drop $50,000. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to let you know that we were in a room full of high-level professional entrepreneurs, and we had an opportunity to talk about our business, what was working, what wasn't, the results we're trying to get for our clients, and collectively, we put something together that I think you guys are going to absolutely crush. You guys are going to love this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the presentation now. With no further ado, let's rock and roll. All right. Right now, the market is shifting. Now, most of you have seen the recent headlines with lawsuits flying around that will affect the way this industry pays out commissions. Everyone is concerned about the security of their livelihood, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They should be. Now, however, allow us to put our 2 cents into the equation. Amanda and I have been in the trenches with you for over 20 years now. We've seen the business go up and we've seen the business go down. We've seen a crash. We literally lost everything in 2007. We moved into a mobile home and we were surviving literally on peanut butter and jelly until we were sick and tired of being sick and tired. Now, who is willing to admit that this year probably wasn't the best year they've ever had? Put in the comments down below if you're frustrated. Put in the comments down below if you're tired of being tired. When the market crashed in 2007, we were both in survival mode. I took the only real skill that I knew, which was lead generation, and I expanded to helping local business owners get more paying clients using the internet. It, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is my superpower. And for 3 solid years, I helped chiropractors, dentists, doctors, lawyers, roofing contractors, HVAC companies, and other service-related industries be the dominant online presence in their community. And when you get a local company to the top of Google, it will literally transform their business overnight. You see, it is the difference between intent-based marketing and interruption marketing. Let me explain the difference. Interruption marketing is Facebook. Let's take real estate for an example. If someone is sitting on their couch scrolling Facebook and your ad pops up, they may respond, but it doesn't mean that they're actually motivated. You, quote unquote, interrupted their day. They were not specifically thinking about real estate. If you got it, put in the comment box down below, got it. I want to make sure everyone understands that point on what interruption marketing is. If you got it, say, got it. This is the exact reason that many agents have a hard time converting internet leads. Put in the comments down below if any of this sounds familiar. People don't answer the phone. People were responding to you, and then they suddenly started ghosting you. People even book a time on your calendar and never show up. Does any of that sound true? Listen, if there is anything that I know to be true, it's that people can be flaky. The goal with this model was to it was hoping that someone is serious, keeps their appointment, talks with your loan officer, and actually wants to do business with you. But we're finding that every year that goes by, the attention span of buyers, especially first-time buyers, is getting shorter and shorter. Yeah. And it's getting harder and harder to convert. That is interruption marketing. Now, let's talk about intent-based marketing. This is when a buyer or a seller is specifically typing in keyword phrases on the internet, like homes for sale in Chicago. This is called the very top of the funnel, where everything begins. As they move down the funnel toward a closing, they start looking at homes, requesting virtual tours, and even showings. This part of the funnel is where most companies like Zillow and Realtor.com reside. They capture that traffic, and then they sell those leads back to real estate agents like you. And since real estate agents typically are extremely poor at working their leads, they initially partner with a company called Opcity, who will work the leads for you. If you're familiar with Opcity, put in the comments down below, got it. If you know about Opcity, put in the comments down below, got it. You see, but there is a huge trade-off. You've got to give these jokers 35% of the commission.
More.
On a $400,000 purchase, that's $4,200. Let me say that again. That needs to sink in. On a $400,000 purchase, that's $4,200. And you're going to be shocked, the agents that we speak to, when I ask them what their marketing budget is, and they say, nothing. We don't spend any on marketing. We close 4 deals a month from Opcity. Holy cow. If they took that same dollars and duplicated what they were doing and actually call the leads, they wouldn't have to spend that type of money. Right. But listen, somebody's going to get rich, and it's not the agents. And on a side note, did you realize that you have to give Opcity another 35% for any referrals that come from that transaction? Type in the comments below if you already knew that. I'm curious to know how many agents actually knew that, because I didn't realize that until about a year ago. If you get an Opcity deal, you owe them 35% off every referral for the rest of your entire life. Now, after the buyer opts in to a few forms, they're literally blown up with multiple agents competing for the business. We have spoken about this several times. And studies have proven that the buyer experience is well due for an overhaul. And that's why companies like HomeLight are advertising on national TV commercials. You see, they found a need in the market, and they decided to go all in and fulfilled it. People want to hire an agent, but they just don't know who to trust anymore. So they turn to companies like HomeLight that have already, quote unquote, vetted these agents, only to recommend the best ones. Now, let me ask you a question. How do you think they really vet these agents? All you have to do is sign up for their website for free. Did you realize that? They don't vet nobody. It's just a marketing employee. Heck, in my market alone, we have 1,027 agents in my town sign up for HomeLight. Let me ask you a question. How do you think HomeLight makes their money? You guessed it, it's referral fees, to the tune of 35% as well. Let me ask you a question. Are you starting to see a trend here? Now, further down in the funnel, when a buyer or seller is ready to talk to a real estate agent, something happens. Let me ask you a question. If you're looking to buy something, especially a large purchase, how do you make your decision? You're going to make your decision the same way everyone else makes their decision, and that is reviews. Now, let's pretend that you're shopping for a brand new Cadillac Escalade. And let's face it, there's probably more than one Cadillac dealer in town. So let's go through a potential scenario, and you tell me which dealership that you would decide to work with. Dealership A has the exact same vehicle that you want, down to every little spec, color, and everything, and they have it priced at $115,700. $675. Dealership B has the same vehicle as well, down to every detail, exactly the same, for $115,675. They both appear to be the same with absolutely no difference. However, when you visited the dealership B's website, they offered to send you a free brochure about the vehicle that explains all the features along with an irresistible offer. Their landing page has a video on it that says something like this: "Let's face it, searching for the perfect car online can be stressful. After you clicked on a few vehicles, your cell phone is literally blowing up from multiple dealerships competing for your business with nonstop emails, text, and voicemail messages. With every dealership claiming to be the best, it's hard to determine which dealership is really looking out for your best interest or who's just hunting down that next commission check. So if you're considering purchasing a new car, truck, or SUV in the future, I would love to help you alleviate the stress of finding the perfect vehicle in hopes that you would consider visiting us when you are actually ready. I'd like to send you 2 free gifts in the mail. The first one has some information about the Cadillac Escalade you were looking at. It's a complete color brochure, and it goes over every option to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. And just by agreeing to review this information, you'll get a redeemable vacation certificate to one of several destinations in the United States, Europe, and even Hawaii. So go ahead and enter your your mailing address, and you'll be making plans to visit the beach, explore an exotic location, or just get away in the mountains in no time. Now, a few days later, you get those promised gifts in the mail, of course, with the salesperson's business card. However, the letter said that if you make an appointment to come into the dealership within the next 48 hours to test drive, they're going to give you 5 additional free gifts. Number 1, free quarterly vehicle details. Number 2, free oil changes for as long as you own the vehicle. Number 3, free window tinting. Number 4, up to 125% trade-in value. Number 5, love it or leave it, 30-day buyback guarantee. Now, if you don't make an appointment, 3 days later, you're going to get a jumbo-sized postcard in the mail reminding you that you haven't made your appointment, but it took away the first gift, free quarterly vehicle details, for procrastinating. However, it still encourages them to call to set an appointment because they're still eligible for 4 additional gifts. And this process is going to repeat itself every 3 days, removing one of the gifts for a total of 10 follow-up postcards over a 30-day period. This fear of loss marketing has been used for centuries. It is a proven method. I want you to think about TV commercials that offer free shipping or doubling your order only if you call right now. In marketing, there has got to be a sense of urgency. Now, let me ask you a question. Put in the comments down below. Which, if you're serious and you know that you're going to buy, which dealership are you going to visit? Especially if the price was the same. The dealership that was hounding you with email, text, and messages and voicemails, or the dealership that provided you the information you wanted, provided you with a free vacation certificate for taking the info, and then followed up consistently with even more value. Are you taking A, or are you taking B? Put in the comments down below. Make sure you guys will follow me so far because this is about to get real good. Most people are going to say B, right? Now, consumers across all industries are getting immune to canned sales messages and constant bombardment. They want to be the ones in charge. They want to make decisions on their terms. So let's get back to real estate. How do you combine old school proven marketing messages using fear of loss and educational-based marketing to real estate? Let me show you a quick promo video of what we put together.
Meet Bob. He's a buyer. Meet Susan. She's a seller. Both of them started looking for their next home using the internet. After filling out several forms for more information, Bob and Susan...
Can you guys hear that? Put in the comments down below if you can hear that video, please. Okay, no worries.
Yes.
All right.
Meet Bob. He's a buyer. Meet Susan. She's a seller. Both of them started looking for their next home using the internet. After filling out several forms for more information, Bob and Susan's cell phone is blowing up with nonstop emails, text messages, and voicemails from hungry agents competing for their business. Nobody likes to be sold, so their experience leaves them frustrated because their phone won't stop going off, and confused because they don't know which agent would be best for them. They want to work with someone, but it has to be someone who cares, knows their market inside and out, is professional, and comes highly recommended. Studies have proven that when a buyer or seller is serious and ready to hire an agent, they turn to Google to search local phrases like best realtor in Dallas or local realtor in Dallas. How do you think they made their decision? It's the exact same way everybody does when shopping online. Reviews. The lucky real estate agents who are listed in the top 3 positions on Google are the agents that get all the phone calls. We call this the Holy Grail. Imagine never paying for advertising again. Wouldn't it be nice to get phone calls from buyers and sellers actively looking to hire an agent? That's what you get with Breakthrough Funnel. We help real estate agents command attention by getting them to the top of Google and by completely separating themselves from their competition. When an internet lead comes in, we're going to ethically bribe them to provide us their home address to get a free, irresistible gift mailed to them. Sometimes through a ninja method, we're able to capture this info even if they don't provide it. And when we have their address, the magic happens. A couple days later, Bob and Susan get the promised free gift they claimed in exchange for their home address, along with a very nice brochure about you as an agent. It positions you as the local real estate professional and gives them 5 additional gifts that can be redeemed at closing, provided they call you for a free consultation within the next 48 hours. These 5 offers are completely irresistible, so they will act. If they hesitate, after 48 hours, our system will follow up with a jumbo-sized postcard in the mail that further indoctrinates them to you and your brand. However, it takes away the 5 additional gifts for procrastinating. This process repeats every 3 days with every other mailing, removing 1 of the 5 promised closing gifts for a total of 10 jumbo-sized follow-up postcards. Every 3 days, they get something in the mail from you and creates fear of loss, because the sooner they contact you, the more irresistible closing gifts they would receive. No more cold calling, no more chasing people down. And the best part? This works on complete autopilot. Once a lead fills in their address, we will print and ship everything to them on your behalf. This is a complete game changer. We guarantee our results, so you have nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. Get in contact today to get started or ask any questions. You'll be glad that you did.
Now, I'm not sure who's super excited right now, but put in the comments down below if you're intrigued. If I have piqued your curiosity, what are you thinking right now? Do you see how excited this can be? Because you're changing the game for these people to want to actually contact you. Now, before we get into any further details, I want to go into how this funnel, a rundown on the funnel that will help you make your dreams a complete 100% reality. Now, before we do that, this strategy is broken down into 2 parts. I call it today's money and tomorrow's security. Put in the comments down below if you like the idea of today money. If you like the idea of today money, put today in the comments. Go ahead and type. The more engagement I get, the more engagement I'm going to give you. Today's money. Put in the comments down below today. Now, who is smart enough to realize that the actions that you take today will determine your future tomorrow? Put in the comments down below the words, I want security. If you are sick and tired enough of being sick and tired. If you want long-term, stable, reliable, predictable security, go ahead and type in the words, I want security. And then let me show you how you're going to get it. For today's money, everything starts with continuing to run Facebook ads, but there's a new twist. Let me show you the exact funnel. Everything starts on the left-hand side. When a Facebook lead comes in, ad comes in, it's going to go down to the lead form. It's going to go to a landing page. We're going to bribe them for their address. If we get their address, we're going to mail them a brochure specifically about you, along with the vacation certificate and information about the 5 free redeemable gifts that they can get if they contact you within the next 24 hours. If we do not get their address, we're going to send out emails and text messages over the next 30 days to get that actual address. When we start sending out mail, we're looking for that call in 48 hours. If they call you, the mailing stop. If they do not call you, we're going to continue to mail a postcard every 3 days for 30 days, each third one taking away one of those gifts. We're also backing that up with emails and text messages to remind them to give you a call. Once they closed, we're going to put them in a campaign to send out 2.5 years of gifts on autopilot. We'll talk about it here in a few minutes. Now, this is the direct response marketing projection spreadsheet. I'm going to turn a little bit of time over to Amanda right now. She's going to explain to you realistic numbers and what you should be able to expect running a marketing campaign like this. Amanda, take it away.
Okay. So first of all, I love postcards. I have used them for many years. Can everybody see that spreadsheet that I just pulled up?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Yes.
No.
Okay. I just want to add a little note here about postcards. So I have a Hey Neighbor campaign that I swear by, that I've used for years. I've gotten, I don't even know how many listings. I mean, I can't keep up with it. And all the buyers and the referrals, you know, a lot of them are buy side as well. And then you get the referrals and repeat and future business from it. So I swear by postcards. In my opinion, that is probably one of the only old school methods that still works very well. And the reason why it works so well is because everybody is literally like this all day on their phone. And they're bombarded constantly. They're constantly bombarded by reels, TikTok, ads, you name it. And they are immune to it. It's just going right over their head. You can throw whatever you want at them on this, and they're immune to it. But when they go to their mailbox and they check their mail, they're not on their phone. They're looking at their mail, and they get this big, beautiful postcard. They're going to stop and look at it. It's definitely a pattern interrupt for them. And so that's why it still works. It's physical, it's tangible, it's colorful, it's in their face, it's not digital. So that's why I love postcards. So I have never mailed a postcard every 3 days in my entire career. I've always done just one a month to the same person over a 12-month period, and that generates amazing results. However, we met a gentleman through the inner circle that Dwayne mentioned at the beginning that we joined, and he is a top producing agent. And this man, I'm talking millions. He does millions of dollars of volume per month, not a year. And I'm not talking about a California market where the average listing is, 1.5 plus. This man literally does something similar every 3 days. So we kind of got the original thought process from him. We did our research. We put all this together for you guys. So I personally have never done this. I don't, but he has, and he's gotten 10 times the results I ever got with postcards. So when I say this works, I saw the proof. It works. So I am super excited for you guys. We put together a direct response marketing projection spreadsheet. So we're just going to go over this real quick. Monthly ad budget, we're going to just say $500. That's a low budget. Honestly, that's tipping your toe in the water, but for a lot of you, that may be a good place to start until you get a closing or two under your belt. Cost per lead, right now are coming in about $8 a lead. We're estimating that you're going to get, about 62 to 63 leads per month with that budget. Each market's different, so don't hold us to that. This is just an example. And we went with really low numbers. Obviously, when you're giving away free gifts, that's going to increase your opt-in. And we're not asking for 10 different pieces of data from them. We're asking for their address. So we put a 36% opt-in rate. Response rate. So this is based off of them receiving the postcard and responding to the postcard at any point in the process. So it could be the first postcard, it could be the fifth postcard, but they've responded within this 30-day period. So 36% response rate. Now the average cost to mail the jumbo postcards, which includes the postage, Or does it, Dwayne? Does that include the postage? Did I say that right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to be sure. I was like, wait a minute, that didn't sound right, but
You're
it
still on my
did.
thunder. Postcards are free. Just pay for postage.
Okay, whatever. So it's all 86 all in. 86 cents all in on the per postcard. Now the vacation certificate, Dwayne will go over that more. That our cost out the door on that is $3. We're not marking that up. We're passing that on to you guys. This is a lead gen cost. These are legitimate. This is not a timeshare, but he'll go into more of that later. So the 10 additional mailings are $8.60 total. So your total cost to mail somebody is $11.60. So we've already got past the lead point, the lead form. So now they've given you the address. At this point, you have half the work's done. You've got their address. I mean, you could even show up at their door at this point, but you're going to do them postcards. And the response rate at 36%, it's totally worth it to spend $11.60 to get your foot in the door with somebody who's looking to sell their house. So total mailings per person, 11. We're just putting a total purchase price, average purchase price of $400,000, average commission of 3%. We'll give you guys the link to this spreadsheet. You can go in, you can play with the numbers. If your market's higher, you make less commission, you can plug that in. We just went with the average broker split of 20%. So total commission on a deal like that would be $9,600. I don't know about you guys, but in my market, typically half the people that are listing are buying. So they got to live somewhere. Now, if they're moving out of state, obviously, you want to try to get that referral on that end. So that would affect your numbers a little bit, but you can go in here and you can plug in whatever percentage of people, if 1 out of 4 is buying or however you want to do that. I'm going to stick with 50%. So that means you're going to get 8 phone calls. So out of that 62 to 63 leads, 8 people are going to see that postcard and go, based off of these numbers, are going to say, I'm going to call this agent. I want some free gifts. I'm planning on selling. This is creative marketing. They might actually do a good job selling my house. And, there's lots of things that go through their mind. And then, so at that point, your total cost to acquire the customer is $93.95. Now, not all of them are going to close. We know that, not all of them come to fruition. So we're just estimating 25% of those will close. Now these are, they've gone through the funnel at this point. This isn't a lead. We're not saying 25% of leads close. This is someone who clicked on your ad. That's step 1. They gave you the address. That's step 2. They responded to the postcard. So for somebody in this day and age to pick up the phone and call you, that's huge, because most people don't want to call anybody anymore. Now, at that point, if 1 out of 4 closes, that's $375 to acquire a closing. Now, if you're making $9,600, how many of you would spend $375 a month knowing you're going to make $9,600 a month? I know I would. I would do it multiple times. I wouldn't want to just stop with one. So if 50% of the people that, let me back up. If 25% of the people that call you close, and half of those are going to buy a house also, that means you're going to have roughly 3 closings a month just off of this one campaign, if all of these numbers work out in your market. Now, granted, you might get a higher opt-in rate or a higher response rate. This is just industry standards. And so then your total all in for this campaign, which includes Facebook ads and your mailers for 62 people, would be $761. And if you made an average commission of $9,600 every close, and that's after your broker split and everything, that's a huge, huge return on your investment. If you did that every single month, that'd be $340,000 a year. So let's just do something crazy. Let's drop it down to a 20% opt-in, 20% response rate, and half of them are going to buy a house also. That's $100,000 a year. That is very, very realistic. So anyway, Dwayne, that's all I'm going to talk about the spreadsheet. I don't want to take too much time on that. So I'm going to go ahead and give that back over to you guys. If you have any questions about that, We are going to have Q&A at the end. We're also going to get you guys a link to that spreadsheet so you can play around with the numbers too.
Appreciate that, Amanda. Go ahead and stop sharing your screen. Let me go ahead and share the presentation again real quick. All right. So the goal here is to completely eliminate the back and forth, keep you from living on the phone, and to filter the number of leads that you get down to a small handful of people that actually want to work with you. So in the comment box, let me ask you a question. What sounds better? A bunch of leads or people that actually call you that want to do business with you? If you got 500 leads, but you had 4 people that actually called you, would that be worth it? So 4 people. So would you rather have quality or quantity? Put in the comments down below if you want quality or you'd rather have quantity. You see, based off of a $400,000 purchase price, closing 1 deal per month will gross you an easy $144,000 a year. After ad expenses of only $500 a month, you're going to net $138,000 before broker split. So if you close 2 deals per month, you can double that net to $276,000. Now, who's excited right now? Put in the comments down below if you can see this vision. Put in the comments the words, "I'm excited." I want to know that I'm talking to the right crowd here. So if you're excited so far, put in the comments down below and hang tight to the end, because I want to show you how you can get started tonight for a whopping $1. That's right. You can start tonight for just $1. I'm going to get there. Now that we've talked about today money, let's focus some energy on tomorrow's security. Getting you to the top of Google is one of those art forms. It is a strategy. Most people don't know how to do it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not easy. You have to know what you're doing. Without getting into specific mumbo jumbo tech stuff, it really boils down to 3 key secrets. Secret number 1 is your overall online presence. Who's ever read the book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman? Ladies, you better chime in right now. Men, you're like, what the heck am I talking about? If you haven't, let me briefly summarize. People give and receive love in various ways. What works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another. Here's a condensed version. You have words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, quality time, and physical touch. And if you haven't read the book, Amanda and I highly recommend that you do so, because it will help you to communicate with your significant other. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck does that have to do with anything? Because Google has a love language. And the sooner you understand how to talk to Google the way it likes, the quicker you're going to feel that Google love. And when Google feels love, it's going to reciprocate. You see, Google's love language, unlike a human, is very predictable. All it cares about is data. Do you know why new inventions that get a patent only last for 2 years? It's because competitors will reverse engineer it and create a more affordable option. If you want to be in the top 3 spots of Google, all you have to really do is reverse engineer how they got there in the first place. So when you take our offer today, what we're going to do is we're going to research your current top 3 spots in your market, and effectively, we're going to put them under a microscope. Then all we have to do is duplicate exactly what they have done and do it just a little bit better. I'm not going to get into specifics on this webinar, but know there are right ways and wrong ways to do it. The right way will yield to long-term growth. The wrong way will cause your website and account to be ghosted by Google. As an example, you have to grow your online presence so that it appears organic and natural. If all of a sudden you went from 5 Google reviews to 500 in 30 days, that's going to be a huge red flag. There's much more that goes into the equation. I don't want to bore you with all the complexities, because I will completely geek out over this stuff. Just know that I did this for 3 years. I know how to get it done. Secret number 2 is to receive some Google love. That is valuable. especially with blog posts on your website. Let me ask you a question. Who has a real estate website now? Put in the comments down below. I do. If you have a real estate website, put in I do. Now, who has their own site? Not a page on your broker's site. You own the domain name. It's jonathanrealestate.com, really, TolliverRealestate.com. Who has their own individual website? You see, Google will give you brownie points if you have your own site. So if you don't have your own site and your broker's giving you a page on their site, it's never going to rank. The more content you have, the better the actual rankings. But the issue here is that most agents are simply not writers. Don't worry, we got you covered. We developed a tool right inside our CRM that will spit you out custom blog posts in minutes. Let me show you how this thing works. So here it says, what is the pain your reader is feeling? So I typed in interest rates. What is it? Interest rates preventing them from buying a house. So this is the tool that's on the CRM. So I just put today what's going on, interest rate preventing them from buying a house and qualifying for a mortgage. So the next thing it says, well, what are the consequences of not solving this problem? And I don't know, what did I put? Never being able to buy a house, probably something like that. Okay. How is your product or service the solution to problems? I show them how to get new construction with lower rates. Now watch this. I hit submit. Now this thing's going out there to ChatGPT. Hold your boat here, guys. Watch what this darn thing does. All right. So AI is doing this thing. It takes a couple minutes, but you're going to be shocked about what happens here. This
I about fell off my chair.
This thing is going to spit you out a headline. So these are the headlines for your blog. How high interest rates are blocking your home ownership dreams. What you can do about it. Overcoming the interest rate hurdle, your guide is to owning a new construction house. So it gives you 10 individual blog post potential titles. Here's the cool part. ChatGPT and AI went out to the internet, and these are keywords people are specifically typing. So it isn't making up on the fly. It put what's actually people are actually searching for, so your blog will actually show up. You see, that's how you get Google love. With OpenAI and ChatGPT, it has completely transformed business for every industry. What once took weeks or even months can now be done within minutes. By doing blog posts on a regular basis, it triggers that Google love, and you'll see your rankings slowly climbing to the top. Then all you have to do is take one of those headlines and another tool that we developed that says, make me a blog post with 500 words based on this article, hit go, and it will spit it out for you. And all you have to do is cut and paste in your website. Listen, if you're like not salivating right now, I'm about to say this. You get what I'm saying here? No more having to be a writer. It will just do it for you. This will help you get that Google love. Now, the third secret is YouTube. Why? Because Google actually owns YouTube. So when you have content on a YouTube channel that references your blog post and provides value to the customers, bam. However, there's two stumbling blocks agents have with YouTube. First, they don't know what to say. Let me ask you a question. Who has anxiety about being in front of the camera? Ladies, you better raise your hand. Men, you too. But who has anxiety about being in front of the camera? Let me show you the power of OpenAI to solve this problem for you once and all. For this example, I asked ChatGPT, my tool, to create a video script for the 5 things you need to know before moving to Destin, Florida. Look what it spit out. Introduction. Dwayne Roberts setting in front of a backdrop featuring the Destin, Florida skyline. Dwayne Roberts walks into the frame. Hey there, future Destin residents. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dwayne Roberts, a real estate agent who recently made the move to this beautiful coastal city. Today, I want to share with you the 5 things that you need to know before moving to Odessa. So grab a pen and let's dive right in. ChatGPT did this whole thing, y'all. It created the entire YouTube video for you. Now, the next thing you may be thinking, man, I don't want to get in front of a camera. I'm not sure I want to actually do that. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. If the thought of getting in front of a camera makes you nauseous, put in the comment, that's me. If the thought of getting in front of a camera says that makes me nauseous, type in, that's me. Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't it be much easier if you had OpenAI, had an app on your phone, you looked at your camera and you just read a script that was actually scrolling? Well, you guessed it. And that is exactly what we've built. We have an app on both Android and Apple platforms that has all of our pre-designed scripts installed, plus allows you to input your own scripts. We have helped you take away all the excuses by making it as simple as humanly possible. All you have to do is load our app. It will start scrolling in front of you, look at your camera, and read. Who in this room knows how to read? Everyone say, I know how to read. So all you got to do is pick the app up and actually read. Now, let me share with you everything this special offer has today. First, you're going to get our CRM system, which will manage your leads with pre-designed marketing campaigns. This is not an ordinary run-of-the-mill CRM. This is a complete real estate marketing suite that will replace several tools that you may already be using. Here are the highlights of our launch program. Two-way text and email communication. You can text your leads and clients directly from our platform, and all communication and contact records, keeping everything completely organized in one place. Google My Business messaging. This allows you to receive and communicate with clients who visit your Google My Business page. This will be extremely important as you're learning how to rank. Web chat. This allows you to place a chat widget directly on your website to allow visitors to engage with you directly from your site. Reputation management. This provides you a centralized location to receive, respond, and engage with online reviews. Additionally, we scan the internet every single day for negative reviews and alert you to take action if necessary. Facebook Messenger. When someone sends you a message on Facebook, your Facebook business page, it will come directly into our platform. From there, you can schedule your follow-up efforts. Missed callback feature. Let me ask you a question. Who's ever had an offer in their hand? You sent the offer to the listing agent, you called them, and they didn't answer the darn phone. Put in the comments down below if that's ever happened. Like, agents always answer the phone, right? Wrong. And studies have shown that if someone tries to call you and you don't answer the phone, they're going to call the next person in line. With our system, they're going to get an automatic text reply to let them know that you're busy at the moment and to please text you. By doing this, it will help you capture more incoming business that otherwise would be lost. Calendar. Our system will integrate with your Google Calendar so your entire life is in one centralized location. CRM. We have the most robust customer relationship manager out there. There's literally nothing our CRM cannot do. It is completely customizable to you, your brand, and your workflows. Opportunities. You know where your leads are at all times with an easy-to-understand pipeline that allows you to drag and drop your leads that triggers follow-up marketing campaigns. Email marketing. Create your own follow-up email drip sequences or take advantage of one of our pre-designed campaigns. And you can get all of this for $97 per month. If you paid individually for everything that our platform offers, it could easily cost you over $1,400 a month. Our scale plan includes everything from our $97 launch plan, but it also includes a social media planner. This allows you to pre-plan and post all of your social media content throughout every popular social media site. Just set it and forget it. We have SMS and email marketing templates. This allows you to use pre-designed text and email replies. If you feel that you're stuck knowing what to say, then all you have to do is click, find the right response, and press send. Funnels. When a lead comes in, they will be immediately directed to your landing page that offers them an irresistible gift in exchange for their address. And if they don't provide their home address, our platform will automatically nudge them with reminders for the first 30 days. AI ads. Who is confused about Facebook Business Manager? When you're running ads, is it confusing? They change it every darn day. It should be confusing. Sometimes it's confusing to me. So if running ads confuse you, your problem's now been solved. All you have to do is click a few times, connect your accounts to our platform, and you will be able to advertise on all of the major platforms like Facebook, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat. Our platform allows you to select one of our preloaded, pre-designed campaigns to use AI to create the ad for you or make one from scratch. The choice is yours. Google ranking. When you choose this plan, we're going to digest your competition and formulate a game plan to get into the top 3 of Google for your chosen city. This is a 90% done for you program. We'll take you by the hand for the remaining 10%. Each and every month, you will see your name and brand climbing the ladder until you reach victory by securing one of the Holy Grail top 3 positions. This level also unlocks our ChatGPT marketing suite of tools, automatically creating blog posts, Google review responses, YouTube video scripts, real estate property description generator, TikTok ad generators, Google pay-per-click campaign generators, hashtag generators, real estate property brochure, and so much more. Each month, we'll be adding more AI tools that are going to supercharge all of your marketing efforts. This is like having your own AI marketing brand that works flawlessly, never calls in sick, and doesn't have to be paid. So you get everything already discussed and launched, and with these new amazing features and scale for only $297 per month. Just one person that you close from this platform will pay for it the entire year. Now let's talk about our platinum level. We named it Grow. You get everything from the previous 2 levels, but on this level, you also get 2 powerful, over-the-top powerhouse tools. The first is our direct integration with our mail and fulfillment center. Hold on your hats, because this is about to get wild. When I was talking about sending your brochure out and sending out postcards, who was thinking to themselves, wow, I don't want to go to the post office that many times? What if I told you that when a lead comes in, when they provide their home address, you don't have to touch a single thing? We're going to ship your initial material to them and send out those 10 additional jumbo-sized postcards encouraging them to call you for a consultation. You don't touch nothing. We handle all of it for you. We're not going to charge you for the postcards. All we're going to charge you is for the postage. Now, let me ask you a question. How much more business would you have if every single person that you sold gave you at least 1 referral per year? Put in the comments down below, if every single person you ever closed gave you 1 referral in 2024, what kind of year would you actually have? Heck, how much more business would you have if just half of them sent you 1 referral that year? You see, the number 1 reason that realtors don't get enough repeat business is that once the sale is done, they're extremely poor at follow-up. In order to get more business, you have to be top of the mind awareness. So we put something together to completely automate sending gifts to your closed clients, 100% automated for the next 2.5 years. Have you ever heard of the law of reciprocity? I can never say that correctly. The law of reciprocity. Basically, when you give to someone, they typically give back. Most agents do provide a closing gift at the closing table, but that's expected. Go above and beyond by sending your past clients personalized coffee mugs with their name on it, brownies, postcards, greeting cards, Best Buy gift cards, chocolates, and so much more. This will quadruple your chances of getting more referrals. It's a proven fact that when people come into contact with a minimum of 2 people per year that could use your services. So show appreciation to them and keep them on the hook by automating the entire process with our platform. You want to farm an entire subdivision? No problem. I got you. Just log into our portal, select your desired area, and even filter down by age, time in the home, and income levels. Couple of clicks, and we will print and deliver them to you for free. Did you catch what I just said? We're going to print and deliver them for you for free. An unlimited amount of postcards. You want to send 10,000 postcards? I got you. We just want you to pay for the postage. All this is included in this package as long as you pay for the postage. But for a limited time on this webinar, you'll send an unlimited amount of jumbo or standard postcards for free. The second Powerhouse tool included in this plan is your very own customized website with IDX integration. We're going to give you 1 out of 6 customizable templates to choose from, which are easily customizable. If required for a small reasonable fee, our team will take care of the customization for you and hand it over to you on a silver platter. Clients will search for a home, save them, get property notifications, and even trigger follow-up campaigns based on their individual activity level. If you have access to your own website and you have access to the code, you may not need this. But if you're using your broker's page, you're going to need a website in order to get it to rank. Studies have shown that 99% of brokers and office managers do not have the capability for you to do that. This is going to solve that problem for you. This level includes everything that we talked about in launch and scale, plus the added mail fulfillment with unlimited postcards and the ultimate real estate closing program with farming abilities. Additionally, you're going to get your own SEO-enabled marketing website that provides seamless integration with our marketing platform, and this level is $497 per month with a $1,000 setup fee. And as you can see, this offer is designed to put you in the driver's seat for success. However, we have a very special offer for you tonight. Would it be okay if I share with you an irresistible Black Friday, never to be repeated offer? So put in the comments down below, show me the deal. I want to see show me the deal flying everywhere. Let's end the suspense and offer you something for the right agent that will cause you to take out your credit card now, because I'm only going to make this offer for the first 50 people who sign up. I don't see enough show me the deals coming, so let's get them going. Show me the deals. I know the deal. I've been working on it for 60 days now. I want to see the show me the deal. We're going to be offering you 2 special deals. For this Black Friday only, I'm going to give you the ultimate $497 package for the price of our $297 package. And we're going to waive the setup fee. This will save you $200 per month or $2,400 per year. And we're postponing all payments until the 1st of January, 2025. Who's excited by that? Woo-hoo! This is going to allow you to
Dwayne, stop. Dwayne.
Yes.
You said 2025.
Oh,
What
2020.
What the heck? You
All
made
right.
2020.
Hey, who made these? Who made the slides?
I copied and pasted that. You
Oh, I
wrote
see.
2025.
This will allow you to gain access to everything right now and get familiar with the system and be ready to go on the 1st of January. So here's what's going to happen next. Get another browser open because I'm about to drop a link. This offer is only available for the first 50 people. We're only going to charge your card $1 to authorize it, and you will pay your first $297 on the 1st of January. So for those that are ready to go, open up a new browser and go to www.2024gameplan.com. Amanda, if you'll go ahead and put that in the chat, I would appreciate it. You're going to go to www.
You did it on the page too, Dwayne. You
What?
wrote it. You did it on the website. You said billing starts January 2025.
I
It's
just left
January
it.
2024.
2024 for full disclosure, everyone. I will change that on the website. 2024, January 1, when everything starts. So for those that are ready to go, open up a new browser and go to www.2024gameplan.com. Remember, this offer is only valid for the first 50 people, so now is the time to act. Now, you're welcome to revisit this offer later, but will be at full price of $497 plus a $1,000 setup fee. Now, you may be wondering, what happened to the Agent to Rainmaker platform for free? Our flagship course has helped over 1,000 agents learn how to get buyer and seller leads from social media. It does sell for $4,800. But for this Black Friday deal only, we're throwing it in for free if you choose to pay annually for our growth plan, discounted at $297 per month. Plus, just to make this deal even sweeter, you can pay 10 months and get 2 months for free. So basically, you have 2 choices right now. Choice number 1, to do nothing with the information that you received. I mean, you can close this browser, get back to eating turkey leftovers, whatever you're doing for the night. Or choice number 2, take a leap of faith and try something different. If you continue to do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. You have to do something different to get something different. So open up a new browser right now and go to www.2024gameplan.com and choose which option works best for you. You can pay $1 today, lock in your spot, and then $2.97 per month, starting on the 1st of January, 2024. Take advantage of this year's tax deduction by investing only $29.70 and get 2 months free. The choice is yours. Now, after you've locked in your spot, type in the comments below, "I'm in," to let me know. So if you're opening up a new browser right now and you've locked your spot, type in "I'm in" so I know. Can I use my existing website, which is Gary Simmons? You can. Yeah, if you have access to the code, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to have another site. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up for some questions and answers. So if you're unclear about anything, put your questions in the comment and I'll answer them for you. There is absolutely no reason to even think about leaving this webinar until you have all your questions answered, because this exact offer will never be presented again. So open up a new browser, go to www.2024gameplan.com, lock in your spot. And when you are done, type in "I'm in." If you're currently on the system right now and you're paying $97 a month, you'll choose the $297 option and we'll just upgrade you. So it'll be an extra $197. Remember, when you're done, type in "I'm in," because we're monitoring these spots. Now, let's talk about onboarding. We have a few things to button up. So onboarding will start the week of December the 11th. We're going to offer you 2 individual onboarding sessions. The first one is with my tech team who will screen share with you and get everything connected to our platform. Your calendar, your social media accounts, your phone number, and everything you need to get working. It's going to take about an hour. Please note, this is done on a one-on-one basis, not in a group environment. This is individual and customized to you. The second onboarding call is also individual and customized to you, but it's specific to the CRM and functionality. Both calls are going to last about an hour. So when you're done, you're going to be thoroughly trained. To answer some questions as they're coming in. Juan said, "What's the deal for the regular $297, 97 months since it was $200? I don't need the 2 bonuses." It's $297 for the $497 plan. So this webinar is $497 starting in January. You can get an early bird to get the same program for $297. Yes, this is totally different than the course. This is brand new. This is brand new for so if you're in Agent to Rainmaker, that stuff is still applicable. This is brand new for 2024, and we're going to sell this with a $1,000 setup fee and $497 a month for the top program. Now let's talk about the onboarding that's customized to you. This is not a group setting. This is 100% customized to you. Yes, you'll be able to log in today, Jeanette. You'll be able to log in today. We're going to ask you to just to look around. Don't play with stuff until you're trained, because it's not going to make any sense. But yes, you can log in like today. So as soon as you lock your spot, you can log in. Also, you're going to notice on the checkout page, it's going to say 30 days. And when you do the math, free trial, you're like, that's before 1 January. We will fix it on the back end. Yeah, we'll fix it on the back end. All right, so let's see here. Now let's talk about ongoing support right now. With ongoing support, there's a couple options. One, the first option is we have a chat with my team 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you're in the CRM system, you're confused about something, on the bottom right-hand corner, we have a chat button. We will answer it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we will even remote into your computer and fix any problem that you may have. Also, the second option is to attend one of our daily open office hours. Every single day, we're hosting a live Zoom call that would allow you to ask questions and to get you the help that you need. So you can get started today by going to www.2024gameplan.com, lock in your spot while you still can. Remember, it's only $1 today and then $297 per month starting on January the 1st. So that's 2024gameplan.com, and the remaining of the time will be opened up to some questions and answer. So let's see here. Frank said, if you want to, I want to buy your lease to purchase program, which I believe is Agent Rainmaker. I was on the 3 class members I talked 2 months ago. Is that on sale? I tell you what, Betty, I wasn't going to do this.
Whoa, wait.
What?
What you doing? It's not ready.
It's not ready. Okay. When it's
And
ready,
I'm about
Betty,
to have a surgery.
when it's ready, Betty, we'll release it to you.
So Frank mentioned the lease purchase. Was there another person that mentioned it? So I can give you that. I can give you all of the content and the videos that we did on that challenge that I did for those people who were on that webinar a few months ago that showed up to the challenge. If you were on that webinar but somehow missed the challenge, it's okay. We did record all of that. And there was a lot of deliverables. I've got a lot of brochures, spreadsheets, things like that. It's fully functioning. I was just going to add more to it and do another 5-day challenge. So if you want what I've already done with the lease purchase, I mean, we can get that to you. Just send, Dwayne, where do you want them to email you?
Support at agentrainmaker.com.
Support, let me type that in here. Support at agentrainmaker.com. That's where you want it. If you wanted that, I mean, obviously, well, that went directly to.
Let me answer your question, Anna. No, we can't provide any discounts because you don't need the site. That's fine if you have your own site. We can use your existing site to SEO it. We just need access to the site. So as long as you have GoDaddy or wherever it's being hosted, we can actually get into the code. Then that would be fine.
As far as the lease purchase goes, I mean, I want to get that. I'm not a perfectionist, but I wanted to make it better. That's why we did the initial challenge, so I could figure out where the holes were and fix all that for you guys. So that's definitely something that you can utilize in the future. It is a long-term play, though. It can be hard to. This stuff that we talked about tonight, you can plug and play and start getting business immediately. So this gives you that heads up, that advantage to play with the system in December, start getting some things going. If you need to get the site, the IDX website, we can get that going for you. That way you can hit the ground running January 1st and start these campaigns and start getting business and be covered up by the end of February and March. So
Yeah.
that's the game plan.
Yeah. So Joe, the basic CRM is $97. The CRM with all the extra functionality is $297. With the direct mail and the website included, it's $497, but we're giving it to you for the $297 price for today only. So you can lock in and you can renew at that price as long as you're a member. You can keep that price. All right. So Juan says the program will show you what leads to target and what most likely to sell per algorithm. Now it doesn't actually do that, but you kind of know that most people sell their house once they've been there, 5 to 7 years, right? So if you wanted to farm a subdivision, what you can do is you can go into our system and you can pull data based off a zip code or even a neighborhood. And then you can filter that data based off how long they've been in their house. And you can base it based off their income range and age. So that'll give you rather than just blanketing an entire area, that will allow you to kind of cherry pick who you're going to send them to. My realtor daughter works for a salary companies. Yes, Sherry, it's the same price for everybody. This is a new program, no discounts. Let's see here. So on Google. Is this the year or M to M? What's that, Joe? Is there a code for yeah, it's month to month. Yeah. FYI, you're not getting to the top of Google overnight. It doesn't work that way. Okay. To do it right, it's going to take 8 to 12 months. So if you're in the 297 program, we're going to do it. We're going to do the work that we need. You're going to be able, you'll see, we'll send you reports. You'll see yourself climbing, but to do it right, it's going to take 8 to 12 months.
So did everybody catch what we're doing here? We're not putting all of our eggs in one basket anymore. Nobody should. You can do Facebook ads and do postcards. You can do YouTube. You can do Google. There's so many ways to get business. All this boils down to is having as many options out there for people to find you the quickest and easiest and the least painful. So I know For me, I'm almost 50. Technology gives me a headache. Dwayne's a tech genius. Okay. But most of you are probably like me, and it can be overwhelming. When he was talking about the blogs, I've done blogs, I've written content. I know what you've got to do to get out there to rank on Google. When you get to the top of Google, and my lease purchase website was ranking on the top page of Google, I was in the top 3. What did it take, Dwayne? About a year for that?
And who got you there, baby?
You did, but a lot of these methods I didn't know. I had to do it the hard way. I didn't know a lot of this. I didn't have all this technology. With everything that we threw out at you tonight, you don't have to learn it all. You don't have to pick it all. You pick one thing or 2 things. And then a lot of this is just plug and play, copy, paste, point, click type stuff. And once you learn it, you're going to be like, oh, wow, suddenly you got a client from this. Oh, well, now let me try this. You get a client from that. And by the end of next year, you've got 4 or 5 different things going, and you're getting clients from everywhere. That's the goal here. This isn't a get rich quick. This isn't a get 10 listings by the end of January kind of thing. This is let's set you up for success and make you money now and in the future.
All right. I'm getting a couple questions about the 2970. All right. You don't have to pay for the year up front, but if you do, you're saving 2 months. So if you take 297 times 12, it's more than 2970. So if you're not part of Agent to Rainmaker now and you want that platform, if you pay the 2970 up front, you'll save 2 months. You get to write off your taxes, and we'll release Agent to Rainmaker. And if you happen to want the lease purchase program, we'll give it to you as well. All right. So let's see here. What were you saying about the 5-day challenge? Joe's like, wait, what? So you can pay $297 a month to month, or you can pay for the entire year up front as $29.70. You save 2 months. So if you don't have access to A2R right now and you pay in full for $29.70, we're throwing in Agent to Rainmaker if you don't have it now. James said, what are you saying about the 5-day challenge? Yeah, that starts Monday. We're excited about that. So if you're part of Agent to Rainmaker and you're like, I need a reset. And let me tell you right now, most of you guys need a reset because I see the stats. I know how much of the system you actually went through. So if you want a 5-day challenge, we're running people. We're not charging for it. We're running you all the way through it, step by step by step, through 5 days, about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, starting on Monday. And if you felt that you weren't fully trained, trust me, you're going to be fully trained because we got quizzes and homework assignments and tests after every single day. So how do we sign up for that? You should have an email flying around. And also in the group, I probably posted like 30 times about that. So go to the group and find a link and sign up for the 5-day challenge. You definitely want to do that.
So I'm getting a couple of direct messages and things too. And I'm trying to address them all, guys. So just so you understand, if we didn't make it clear, Agent to Rainmaker was a course. Now, some of you signed up for Done For You. That was separate. The course is just like a college course where you log in, you learn the material, you apply it. If you need help, our tech team or Joanne and myself could jump in and help you. This is basically a CRM plus all of this extra technology with the chat bots and the blogging and all that. This is completely different than the course itself. So you're getting the best of both worlds. So you're getting all of the information that we gave you in the course, plus all of this new stuff is in addition to. This is not something you're going to get in the course. That money, some of you came in at different price points at different points throughout the last 7 years. Some of you, some people are saying $4,800. That was our newest price. That's the one, we've had for a while. You've still got all of that information, and that information is great. We're trying to get you quick, fast, easy wins because everybody's struggling right now. And so rather than create a brand new course and charge, $4,800 or whatever for it, we're going to a monthly model to make it affordable for people, to give you access to the technology and the things.
And also because it's labor intensive. If I sell you a $4,800 course, it's self-paced. You go through it or you don't go through it. This is different. I have employees I got to pay. It takes work every single month to get you to the top of Google. It takes work to send out the postcards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome and thanks for getting in, Joe. Listen, a couple questions came in. If you are already on our CRM, okay, and you're paying $97 a month, choose the $297 option. I will in the back office. The system's going to send you a new email, a new login. Okay, ignore it. I will go to the back office, realize that you're already in it, and I'll upgrade you internally in the back office. If you've never been on our system, be looking for an email after you sign up that gives you your username and password. But please, for the love of God, just play around with it, get used to it, get familiar with it. Don't start sending out emails and messages and stuff. You're going to goof things up. Let us actually onboard you. Where before, what we were doing is we would give you a group onboarding session, but a lot of you guys had a lot of questions. We realized that that was a challenge. So rather than doing a group setting and hope you get it, we're doing individual onboarding, and it takes about 2 hours. It's broken up to 2 different parts. The first one's all about the tech. We're going to connect your calendars, your Facebook, your Google, your TikTok, whatever you have, we're going to connect it. So all that stuff's going to be done for you. And the second half is we're going to spend an hour with you and show you how to actually use the CRM. And then above and beyond that, every single day we have live open office hours where you can log in every single day. The way it was before is you saw me once a week for a training class. If I haven't mentioned, by the way, all of my top trainings, all of Amanda's top trainings are now in the CRM system. You'll have access to that. So we have all 27 of my top trainings, 27 top Amanda's trainings. You'll have access to all those on demand. So at any time you want to study, you can get in there and look at it. Agent Rainmaker is converting to Google Base. Yes and no. Google pay-per-click is a you can't afford it. Okay, it's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
We're talking about Google organic. Well, Google, in their own infinite wisdom, decided you're one of the top agents in town. We know how to get you there. So you'll see yourself steadily climbing up the ranks. When you get there to those top 3 spots, you never have to pay for leads again the rest of your entire life. Now, if you didn't want to do Facebook and you just wanted to pay $297 a month and wait it out for a year, in 9 months to 12 months, you can do that. We're recommending that you do a hybrid. Let's go ahead and get you ranking, spend some money to run some traffic, but sooner or later, the organic approach is going to take over. And when that does, you can literally cut marketing back for the rest of your entire life if you want to. That's the way that I would go. Jamie, yeah, a recording will be sent out probably tomorrow for everyone that was on the call. So if you're one on the call, it probably won't go out. And I don't have my screen right in front of me, so I don't know how close we are to 50. But when we get to 50, we have to cut this offer off.
I'm trying to find all these.
If you're on the CRM offer this year, then yes, it would be an upgrade though. Yeah. All right. So any further questions you guys have? Yes, your VA will be able to help you with this beyond a shadow of a doubt. Deb, welcome aboard. And remember, you're going to have to, I keep sound like a broken record. Just log in and get used to it, because I don't want you messing up your A2P registration, and because there's things you got to do now in order to send out text messages. We're going to walk you through all of that. All right. So any final questions that are out there before we adjourn, get back to eating a little bit of turkey? I hope all of you guys see the value here. The difference, the main difference is intent-based marketing over push-based marketing. And rather than sending emails and text messages and phone calls, which every other agent is doing, we're going to hit them with a big jumbo-sized postcard of information about you, which is nice and professional, and give them 5 additional gifts at closing, which we're all going to vote on which one to actually use. So this is going to encourage them to want to contact you, because I promise you what I'm about to say, no other agent is doing. And if I haven't mentioned this, I'm limiting this to 3 agents per city, because there's 3 spots, right? So I'm not going to take 10 agents and say, I'm going to get all 10 agents top 3. That doesn't make any sense. So right now, this is the first time I'm offering to anyone. You need to lock in your spot. And as long as you're paying and you're a customer, you got one of those spots. So now, if you want a neighboring city, we can talk about that. But no, I'm limiting this. It's going to be exclusive to a city and 3 agents, period. That's it. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get more reviews. There's a whole strategy behind it. We're going to train you how to do that. We don't need to get into it today. Otherwise, this hour-and-a-half webinar would be 5 hours long. But we know what we're doing. The only reason I haven't done it up to this point is because it's extremely labor intensive. And in order for that to happen, I have to have income coming in on a monthly basis. That's why we're switching to the monthly model. And I'm sick and tired of you guys not getting the results. I mean, I had an agent the other day. You guys are going to hear a lot about this if you're signed up for the 5-day challenge. And she shall remain nameless. I'm just giving you an example, but she was a broker for 20 years. Lots of leads, like 200 some leads in the system. According to her, they all suck. So I'm going to the CRM system and I'm like trying to figure out, how she's communicating with these people, what she's saying. And this is what she was doing. Now, you in the comments, you tell me if this sounds right. People were specifically responding. I want to be in this area, 3-bedroom, 2 baths, up to $400,000 in this school district. Her response was, great. Here's a link to my website. Let me know when you pick out a house you want to see. Does anyone think that's the wrong way to do it? I hope you guys are like, what? Broker, 20 years. So when I asked her about it, I'm like, how long have you been working leads? All my life. Okay. I said, what are you looking for? She goes, I want them to go to my website, pick out 5 or 6 homes, email me with the MLS numbers, and I want to go open some doors. And we're wondering why she's not converting. So it was after that training session with that agent that's been in the business for 20 years that I realized that I got to get a little bit deeper with this training. So henceforth, the 5-day challenge, so I can tell you what actually works and what doesn't work. Because I can tell you right now, that doesn't work. All right, guys, open up another 8 minutes or so. We'll end at half the hour past. But if you have a question that I have not answered, please let me know what it is, because you do not want to pass up on this opportunity, because this is going to get you business now. Stop chasing people down. It doesn't matter the number of leads that you have in. What matters is who's interested in actually wanting to speak with you, who's willing to contact you and go through the numbers. Deb, you're absolutely 100% welcome. This is going to be a game changer. There's nobody in the industries that is doing this. And that's one of the reasons that I'm limiting it to 3 people per city. So, by the way, if for whatever crazy reason, 3 people try to claim a city, and it'll be first come, first serve basis. So whoever came in first will grab that spot. If you're number 4, I'll send you an email letting you know that, hey, you got bumped out. You can potentially, I'll send everyone a survey. Let me know which area you want. But you can choose a neighboring city, but only one person in that city. Yep, Michelle, no payments until January 2024. Obviously, I have all my ad copy wrong, but 2024 January, it's $1 today. No, the dollar today, and then $2.97 on January the 1. We're not going to
Of 2024.
Oh, 2024. That's right.
I'm not gonna let you live it down.
Hey, you're James, I like 2025. Amanda, you're the one that cut and pasted the slides.
I can't believe I didn't catch that, but I caught it when I was reading it while and I about had a heart attack.
Right. We're giving to you
Thinking
for
all
like
the payroll and behind the scenes, we were gonna have to pay for a year.
Yeah, Michelle says a better choice. Yeah. Sorry. Allowed to make mistakes too, guys. And you're going to love the closing gifts that go out to people. We briefly touched it today, but we can send brownies and postcards and coffee mugs and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's really sweet. But the best part is that it's done for you. You'll get an invoice at the end of the month for what you sent out, and boom, there you go. No, 1 month. It starts 1 January. When you check out, it's going to say 30 days.
1/1/24.
Yeah, 1/1/24. Shoot, I have to do my business plan and taxes in December instead. Yeah, so well, I don't know if you need the tax write-off or not. No, it is too much. No. It'll be extended. See, if you take let me just do the math. If you take 297 times here. All right, 297 times 12.
It's
30,564. And then minus 297 is the 2970. So if you pay for the year in advance, it'll be 1 year from January 1 until December 31st calendar year. You won't have a payment due again until the 1st of January 2025 in that case. But so this will allow you to get the tax write-off that you need right now if you need it, and then you can save 2 months there at the end. Sherry, thank you for your continued vote of confidence. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Jamie, on the additional closing gifts, so Dwayne, that is a good question. It depends on what you pick. So we're obviously like with the vacation certificates, those are $3. So
Postcards
yeah.
are free. Vacation certificates are minimal. We have pre-designed ones that go out every 2 to 3 months for the pre-closing, and you get to see what the cost is. Like brownies are like $7 or something like that. So you'll get to see what it is. And you can customize it if you want to, but we're going to it'll be the best investment you ever made. Trust me. What's next
They're
is
very affordable. It's cheaper than a closing gift.
Yeah. So what's next is just hang tight. You'll get an email, Sherry, from the with a username and password. You can log in if you want to. I'm going to consolidate accounts if necessary if you already are in the CRM, and you're just going to wait for an email December the 11th with the link for onboarding. And then we're going to have you take the next week or so to completely onboard, get trained, know what you're doing, and then we'll have another training session on how to use the mail and stuff like that.
And we lucked out, and we've got some experienced onboarders that we brought on to help us. So this isn't a brand new person. You know, they know, honestly, they probably know it better than me. Nobody knows it better than Dwayne, but they probably know it better than me. They're great. They're great. And pulled in a lot of people on this project. We realized probably mid-July that the ship was turning, and we kind of went into a little bit of a panic mode ourselves. We anticipated this when the rates went up. You know, we fully anticipated it. We've had our ear out for a year and a half looking for things to help you guys. Because obviously, if we can't help you make money, then we don't make money. And so that's our goal, is to help you guys. And if you're successful, then we're successful. So, you know, anytime we can, there's people still buying houses. Let's go there. First of all, I don't care what the rates are. People are still buying and selling. It's not as many, but that's okay, because what's happening is agents are retiring their license left and right. And so the people who are left get a bigger piece of the pie, but you have to stand out. That's what Dwayne and I did in the last crash. We put together offers that nobody else was doing. We niched down. A lot of the stuff that we're teaching you guys is stuff that we've already done in the past. Some of it's new. I have never sent out 10 postcards in 30 days, but I met a guy who did, who's had huge success, and I know postcards work. So I can put my seal of approval on that. Everything we're teaching you guys is to help you stand out above all the other agents and survive while everybody else is falling by the wayside. And the more people that retire their license, the bigger the piece of the pie you get. All of the stuff that you're doing, some of this is laying groundwork for the future. But fast forward 6 months to a year from now, when that future money starts coming in and there's even less agents to compete with, you're going to be glad you did it.
And I forgot something. Yeah, there's so much to cover. So
It is.
when you send out, let's say you wanted a farmer subdivision, you can put, well, we'll show you how to do it, but we can put a QR code on the postcard. So if someone scans the QR code, you know what address looked it up. That's hot. So if you send out 500 postcards and 30 of them scan the QR code to find out what their home is currently worth, boom, you know exactly who they are, and then you can put them into a follow-up drip campaign. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. One final chance for any questions that you guys may possibly have, and we're going to adjourn. If we don't, Deb, I don't know how I did this. There was a prayer night, and I double booked it for today. That was really silly of me. I moved it to next Thursday. So an email went out to everyone. Yeah, I don't know how I did that, but we're going to continue to do it. For those who are like, what in the world are we talking about? For those who are believers.
Well, now hold up. We're not missing an opportunity to pray real quick. Now let me.
It's not the prayer night I had involved, but if you want to.
I know, but I'm going to pray for everybody, and I'm not going to apologize for people who don't believe in God. I'm still going to pray for you. If you don't believe in Him, then there's nothing to worry about. But I'm going to pray for everybody real quick, whether you're a client of ours or not. Lord, I just thank you right now for this opportunity. Lord, you know that I prayed earlier that people that needed our help would show up tonight, and then as many people would see this as possible, Lord God, because we know that if we get this information out there and they apply it, Lord, we know they will be successful. Lord, we know that you will lead those people to us that need our help, and those people who are repelled by us will go somewhere else. That's okay. We are perfectly content with helping those you've called us to help, Lord. We pray, Lord, that if this is for them, that they will see the vision, they will grab a hold and they will run with it, and it will click for them, and they will understand it, and they will be able to have success with it. And for those that it's not their time and they're not ready for it, then that's okay too. But Lord, I pray that you would provide for all of these agents. I know the struggles they're going through. I know what they're facing right now, Lord God, but we know that you're a big God and that you can do mighty things. And the fact that they're here on this call tonight and they're getting this prayer over them, Lord, tells me that you want them to be blessed. You want them to succeed. You want them to have the tools that they need. And we have the tools. You've given us this wisdom. You've aligned us with people that could help us get this over the finish line. There's so many hands that's been in this, God, only you know. And I pray, Lord, that everybody, whether they've had success in the past programs or not, Lord God, that they would move forward in faith and they will have the best year. 2024, I feel it all over me that you guys are going to have the best year in 2024, despite the interest rates, despite everything else that's going on in the world, Lord. You can do it. And I pray these things, and I pray that you meet all of their other needs as well, Lord God, their health needs, their family needs, their finances, whatever they stand in need of. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Amanda. Guys, we're going to call it a wrap. I'm going to count up. If we have less than 50, I'm going to send a replay out to everyone. If it's 50 or more, I'll just send the replay for those that are actually been on the actual call. All right, guys, final call for any questions you may possibly have. Oh, it's great to see all these amens come through. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening, the Thanksgiving holidays. Hold your family tight. Let's get our head right, and let's rock and roll 2024. Bye for now.